Well, this is usually the week where the cream rises to the top. Welcome to the Level 2 playoff edition of the High School Blitz. An eventful Level 1 of the playoffs set up a very intriguing matchup of this week's level. For instance, a team that just got into the tournament advanced and will try to overcome its history this week. That's why we start with 5-6 Brookfield Academy, looking for its first ever playoff win against Racine Lutheran. Also with a win, it would be the farthest the Blue Knights have ever gone. However, it's the Crusaders jumping out to a big lead early. Eric Ibarra launching one downfield to Lauren Reinhaus. That's 51 yards, and it's 28-7 at the half. They add on late in the third, Ibarra taking it himself, and he breaks free for a 21-yard score. It's 43-14 at that point, but the Blue Knights fight to the end. Alex Diak finding Colton Green for a 23-yard touchdown, and then they end the game with another score. Diak to Green, he hauls in this jump ball, but it's the Crusaders who continue their dominance with a 49-27 win. Up next for them, Mayville.
I'm so proud of the team because no one ever counted us to be as good as we have been this year. And you look at the three teams we've lost to this year, their combined record was 27-2. We lost to some pretty good football teams, but you know what? Things have worked out pretty good for us.
And it was here where we found this week's High School Blitz Fan of the Week. Check out sophomore Julia Kellner showing her school pride, cheering on the Crusaders in their very big win. In Division 6, BONDUEL traveling to St. Mary's Springs, and this game belongs to Levi Humpfner. The Ledger's ground game on point as he finds the end zone a couple of times. St. Mary's Springs pitches a shutout, 21-0, moving on to Level 3 to face Coleman. It was all the way back in Week 6 when Marquette went into Sussex Hamilton and escaped with a win on a late field goal. Tonight, the two teams are back on the same field with a lot more on the line, a chance to move to Level 3. That drama creates quite the storyline, and that's why it's our High School Blitz Game of the Week. Lily Zhao has more on how the rematch played out.
Who keeps their state title dreams alive, the Hamilton Chargers or the Marquette Hilltoppers? The Chargers made a big statement on their opening drive. Nate Kolaf drops back and finds DeMar Neal in stride for the 44-yard touchdown strike, 7-0 Hamilton. The Hilltoppers respond in the second quarter as Peter McDevitt connects with Thad Hoffman, who has a defender draped all over him. That's a 25-yard score. Both teams tied at 7 at the half. After knocking in a field goal, Marquette's defense tightens up and denies Kolaf from the 1 with a big goal line stand. So on the ensuing drive, the Hilltoppers offense drives 99 yards down the field as Luke Novotny keeps it for the 4-yard score, 17-7 Marquette. Hamilton's offense responds. This time, Kolaf able to punch it in from a yard out. It's now a 3-point game. And for the lead, here come the Chargers again. Jack Young takes the handoff and races past the entire Marquette defense. He goes 80 yards down the sidelines for the go-ahead score. Marquette with one final chance here, but they're going to get called with the illegal touch and loss of down. So Hamilton survives as they top the Hilltoppers. The Chargers win the rematch 21-17 to keep their season rolling.
It came down to who threw the last punch, and it was us tonight. And I'm proud of how we battled. Offense couldn't get it rolling early, got it rolling in the fourth quarter, and we came back. And that's all you can ask for.
The Chargers charge ahead into Level 3 of the playoffs, and they're going to take on top-seeded Arrowhead. Reporting from Sussex Hamilton High School, Lily Zhao, Fox 6 Sports.
Thank you, Lily. Now we move to Division 2. Racine Park visiting Brookfield Central. The Panthers trailing by 20 late in the second and going for it on fourth down. Trevion Carruthers taking it to the outside, but he has nowhere to go, and they turn it over on downs. The Lancers quarterback, Drew Edmonds, seeing a similar fate. He's wrapped up in the backfield by Jamarian Lacey, but in this case, the drive continues. Edmond with time, so he dumps it off to Nick Foster, and then he takes it all the way down to the 6-yard line. Central would have to settle for a field goal, but they'd put things together after that. The Lancers win 40-6. They take on Burlington next week. At Martin Luther, New Berlin West paying a visit in a Division 3 showdown, and it's all defense in the first quarter. The entire Vikings front converging on Tyrone Sanford at the line. And on fourth down, the Spartans go for it, but once again, the West defense comes up with a very big stop. On the next Vikings possession, the punt gets blocked off of the helmet of John Thompson. Armani Johnson chases it down, setting up Martin Luther at the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, Kyle Moore punches it in, but it's the Vikings who move on with a 20-19 win. They will face Port Washington next Friday night. The 9-1 Angels from Racine St. Catharines hosting the Cougars from Campbellsport. Second play from scrimmage for the Angels. DJ Miller zigging and zagging. He goes 39 yards, leading to their first score. Now the Cougars can run as well. Benjamin Tim with a huge hole to run through, and he does just that for 51 yards. It's 8-7 Cats at that point. On the ensuing drive, St. Cat's going to the air this time. John Perugini fighting Lamont Hamilton in the flat. He makes a nifty move, breaking a tackle, and seeing nothing but open green. 14-7 Angels. Now that's short-lived because Campbellsport responds. Jace Goebel hitting Aiden Fleischman, who takes the sideline route all the way to pay dirt. The Angels win 38-27. They will face two Revers next week. Well, it's time to take a look through Leach's lens. Award-winning photojournalist Mickey Leach seeing the creativity of the St. Catharines cheer squad, not only with their cheers, but with their team bags. Alexis, Ella, and Tamaria showing their special designs, everything from team ribbons and captain stars to Cinderella and Snow White charms to special souvenirs from Disney World after making nationals for the first time in their history. That is absolutely fabulous. Well, that does it for the Level 2 edition of the High School Blitz. Thank you very much for staying up late and joining us. You can see tonight's High School Blitz and all the ones leading up to it on our website, fox6now.com. Next Friday, we move on to Level 3 of the playoffs on the High School Blitz, and those winners will be only one step away from the state title game.